Opland, and Gunnar Kittelsen, who has driven his way up to the back end of the A final grid by victory in the B final. Kenneth Hansen has been the quickest man all during the course of this weekend, although both he and Bjørn Skogstad have been in problems in the first set of qualifying heat. Skogstad didn't make a particularly good start there. Hansen, as always, impeccable, gets away first and blasts off. Skogstad, as always, nibbling at the back end of Hansen's RS 500, tapping around on the rear bodywork, looking for a way past in the corners. Skogstad always very close to Hansen in the early part of the first lap, and Hansen gradually draws away, but Skogstad, remember, is racing on home territory. He's lost the championship to Kenneth Hansen again this year, and Norwegian honour effectively dictates that Bjørn Skogstad should finish ahead of Sweden's Kenneth Hansen in the Norwegian round of this Rallycross championship. At least that's the plan. At the moment, Kenneth Hansen is spoiling the theory rather effectively, and once again these two are pulling away from the rest of the field. Behind somewhere is Ludvig Hundsbedt, aaserud and Eivind Opland. Hansen the leader, and really making that RS 500 fly. And again we have seen, as we have so many times during this championship, a racetrack and race conditions that are so ideally suited to the RS 500. It's almost impossible to beat on a track where the vast part of its composition is tarmac and the weather is warm and dry. Hansen has been almost impossible to beat as well. Skogstad flying in pursuit, but really not looking as if he's a challenger for Kenneth Hansen, as he has not looked all through the year. It's hard to think back over the previous 8 rounds and conceive of any moment when Bjørn Skogstad has really looked like a major danger to Kenneth Hansen. He scored a victory in round 3 in Finland, but after that he's been second at best, and not always second, and that is number 126 parked on the sidelines. That's Gunnar Kittelsen out of this A final after driving his way through from the B. A disappointment for him. Hansen smoking a bit. Skogstad, is he closing? Is it too late in any case? There may just be enough time for Skogstad to close the gap. Where's Bjørn Skogstad? Well, he's got him in sight, and Skogstad's actually being pursued himself now and has other things to think about. Kenneth Hansen, again, not visible. Skogstad with Einar aaserud right behind him, and Hansen out in the clear is going to make it another victory to an almost impeccable run of success. 6 first places in the previous 8 rounds. It's going to be 7 in 9 now as Kenneth Hansen comes herring down towards the checkered flag. Big gap still back to Skogstad. He wasn't closing, he isn't closing, he isn't going to do it. In fact, Bjørn Skogstad is being reeled in by aaserud behind him. Hansen, though, heading towards the flag. Skogstad will be second, aaserud and then Opland finishing behind that, and Hansen celebrates in traditional fashion. He's used to doing that, he's very good at it, he's had plenty of opportunities. That's his 7th victory of